Mr. Crane, I am in the middle of my sermon.
Well, it's a perfect time for confession then, isn't it? I want to know which one of you did it. Which one of you terrorized my wife and my kid? Come on, get up. Haven't got the guts to say you hate me right to my face. I went and watched. No time to talk. Come on, Pete. Did you smash the windshield? Stop it!
Church might not be the best place to pick a fight with a town full of crazies, but you got to admit, it sure makes for one heck of a Sunday service. G'day guys, Holy Critics signing in. And with Halloween season in full swing, I wanted to share a horror movie you probably didn't have on your radar. Skeletons is a long-forgotten 90s relic that stars Ron Silver, Dee Wallace, James Coburn, and Christopher Plummer, if you can believe it. Set in a small town with dark secrets, the story follows a journalist who uncovers a sinister murder case that's far from solved. So if you're looking for a film that's well acted, atmospheric, and full of religious themes, Skeletons is the perfect treat for a spooky night in.
Details of today's events are still sketchy, but we do know that a call was placed to 911 by neighbors who heard a gunshot coming from inside the apartment of Gloria Ramone. It is believed Miss Ramone is holding her husband at gunpoint. Miss Ramone has been the subject of a series of articles on spousal abuse written by prize-winning journalist Peter Crane.
I got news people out here, I got looky-loos. I need support out here. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Peter Crane has arrived at the scene and may be hoping he can use his personal relationship with Miss Ramone in order to resolve the standoff.
At least 2 squads. 2 squads or more.
No, I don't have to let you do anything, Crane.
Nicholson, don't give me a touch.
You stay here with the rest of them, all right? Oh, shit. Fuck. Hey!
I owe you one.
Gloria? Gloria?
Peter, I pray to God you come. Come sit with me like you always do. Honey, we have company. Manny? Peter? Peter, Manny? Come on, sit down. I'm gonna miss you. I kind of got used to our little talks.
Why don't you tell me what happened to you?
Remember I told you I was pregnant and I was wanting to have another baby? Manny took care of that. Real good, didn't you, Manny?
Can't do this.
I just keep hoping one morning I'm gonna wake up and like magic, I'm 7 years old again. And my mama, she walks through the door and she says, it's time for school. And the only thing I have to worry about is what color dress I'm gonna wear.
Do I look like a fool?
What, are you kidding me? You look great. Come here, let me fix your tie.
Dad, I know you're nervous and all.
I'm not nervous. Are you?
No,
Are you sure? A little bourbon, cigarette, calm you down.
Dad, I'm saying if you need any help with anything, let me know.
Actually, you can get my jacket. It's in the bedroom closet.
Okay?
Ooh. Beautiful.
Thank you. How's the speech coming?
I don't know. I guess it's pretty good. It's not Pericles' funeral oration, but
Looking for that, I don't deserve this tone. Even though we know I do. I'm grateful, but not too humble.
You humble.
I have my moments.
Not many. Hey. What a surprise. I'm really proud. Car.
Considered it for a moment or two. Decided against it.
God, you'll do anything for attention.
Hey, Dad.
Come here. I love you, Zach.
Crane, don't you find it difficult not to get personally involved when you're doing a story on someone in great need?
I don't mean to sound callous, but as a journalist, I live by 2 rules. 1, never get emotional. And 2, always be objective. That way you're sure to get the story, and nothing but the story.
You okay? I'm worried about you, Peter.
Don't be,
Yeah, well, easy to say, but it's been 2 months. You've hardly said 2 words to me.
I don't know, maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm getting old. Or maybe it's the city. What I do for a living, I don't know. It's just, it's getting to me.
Well, maybe we should leave for a while.
About a vacation, what then? Then we'll come back, it'll be the same thing.
Leave, go away. For 6 months or a year, you know, to the country, someplace peaceful.
Are you serious? What about your painting? What about Zach's school?
Baby, I can paint anywhere. It's not gonna kill Zach to leave for a year.
You are serious, aren't you?
I'm serious about you getting better. The town's called Saugatuck. It's nestled up here in the woods.
Honey, I'm not so sure about all this nestling stuff. Birds nestle, squirrels nestle, people don't nestle.
Honey, I'm really had it with the opera.
Opera or Van Morrison?
Ella Fitzgerald.
Puccini or Van Morrison? Take it.
Michael Feinstein.
9 Inch Nails or Bad Religion.
You too, Heather. You're Peter, of course. I must say you're looking very well.
I'm feeling very well. Thank you.
It's yours, all right. Comes with the rent.
Right on.
Hey, Your Highness, you gonna help?
I really shouldn't stress my heart, sweetheart.
I'll get it.
Hi there. We're the Joves.
This is Melanie, and I'm Frank. So when I was working for this rag down in D.C., I was sent up here to do an article on the changing of the seasons in New England. Met Melanie here, fell in love, and I've been here ever since. I'm working for the Saugatuck Daily now. Aside from Margaret Ferguson and her prize-winning summer squash, you're it as far as news goes around here.
Oh, Heather, we have such a good school here.
Oh, yeah, we were really surprised how great the curriculum is.
I do believe the intellectuals have invaded, and it's so nice to have new faces around. You know, aside from me and a few others, you're the only ones that aren't born and raised here.
Really?
My family's been in Saugatuck since the late 1700s. And none of us ever wanted to leave.
My family's been in the Bronx since the late 1940s, and they're still trying to get out.
Oh!
It reminds me. Peter, you've got to tell us what it feels like to win the Pulitzer Prize.
Well, between you and me, Frank, I think they made a mistake, but I'm keeping it anyway.
Hun, I think we should leave the Cranes alone. I'm sure they have a lot of unpacking still to do.
Certainly have. I can see that.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
You all have to come by after church tomorrow. We're having a bake-off.
Church? Bake off?
We'll be there. Isn't this great?
Look at that.
You must be Zachary. I'm Miss Galway.
How do you do, Peter Crane?
Hi, Heather.
I'll be Zach's teacher this year.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you.
Welcome. Come on, Zach. I'll introduce you to the other kids in your class.
Is that okay, Mom?
No.
Yes,
I don't
go
want
on.
you to meet any other children while we're in town.
Stop it. Don't know your
Hello,
humor.
you two. Hi. This is my husband, Harley Dunbar. He's been the mayor here for over 12 years. Honey, these are the Cranes.
Very pleased to meet you.
How do you do, sir? Peter Crane?
You
Nice to
didn't
meet you.
tell us you were married to the mayor. Very nice to meet you.
Likewise, and this is our sheriff, Joe Carlton. Folks can just call me Joe.
How do you do, sir? Pleasure.
Hi, Joe.
Well, I'm sure glad you were able to come out today. Gives us a chance to get a look at you.
Well,
It isn't often we get new folks who want to settle down in our little slice of heaven.
it's beautiful here.
This town is like an addiction. My father used to say, if you're born in Saugatuck, you'll die in Saugatuck.
We should have gotten married in a place like this.
Oh, yeah. These have got to be the whitest people on Earth. I don't think we've seen anybody even remotely ethnic. Except us, of course, folks.
Oh, look who's here.
Pull up a chair.
Oh, I can't. I have to get back to the bake-off. Heather, come with me. You have to meet some of the ladies.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peter, how are you?
I'm doing great. Frank, I can't get over this place. It's like another world.
I know what you mean. You know, it took me a long time to get used to it, too. But now, what the hell? It's home. How about a little,
I'd love to. I can't. I really can't. I don't smoke anymore either.
bad heart.
No. I've got a good heart. It's just when this happens, I would like that's all.
Well, you know, yeah, I had a double bypass not too long ago, and I figured, well, what the hell? If it can't have a little taste now and then, what the hell? He was looking at you, kid. Sure you don't want some?
Pretty popular guy.
Popular? That's the grand patriarch of Saugatuck. Yes, his family has owned most of this county for over 200 years. Reverend Raymond Carlisle.
Hello there, Frank.
Listen, that ugly son of a bitch that's coming down here with him is his son, Toby. He's a bit slow on the draw, you'll see.
Hey, Reverend. Nice to see you. Peter Crane? All right, how do you do, sir? This is an honor. Well, I've been hearing a lot about you.
Not as much as I've been hearing about you. I've also read some of your work, and I must say, you've sold me. I'm an addict. It's so good to have a man of your moral fiber living here among us. Mr. Crane, may I introduce my son, Toby? Hi there, Toby.
It's good to meet you, and that's a fact.
Yoo-hoo, Reverend Carlisle!
Hello, Mrs. D. And that, Mr. Crane, is Mrs. Donahue. She's the local telephone operator and perpetuator of idle gossip, our small-town version of the information superhighway. She doesn't miss a trick. Well, if you'll excuse us, I'm just delighted you're here.
Thank you, Toby. Throw it. Come on.
Here, check it out.
3, 2. Yes! Ooh, that was good. Bionic arm. How many miles? How's school going?
Everybody's nice. I'm actually kind of popular.
Popular? Are you sure?
Don't act so surprised.
Okay, into the lake. Go. No! I'm going to sit down, okay?
All right, let's go.
Oh, man. Ah. I can't remember the last time I saw Zach like this. Must be the country, space up here.
Oh, I think it's more about you, babe. You haven't been with him like this in a long time.
I don't know why you stayed with me all these years.
I don't know. You're good in bed?
That must be it.
Oh, don't pay any attention to me. Don't pay any attention. I'm getting some great shots.
Frank.
Great. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's not exactly Princess Di topless in Mykonos.
Delicious. Whee!
I mean...
Mr. Crane?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sarah Norton. I've read about you, and I need your help.
Please, have a seat.
I'll try to be brief and to the point, Mr. Crane. My son, Jim, at this moment, is sitting in the Saugatuck jail awaiting trial. You've heard about him, I assume.
No, actually, I haven't.
Jim has been accused of murder. Of killing his friend, Chris Macon, and leaving him in a nearby forest.
Murder. Miss Norton, I think you have the wrong town.
Go to him. Get his story. People have got to know what he went through. They've got to know that he's innocent.
Mrs. Norton, I am up here for arrest. I'm trying to get away from what I do.
You once wrote that the mark of a true journalist is someone who cannot pass on a story of injustice once they know about it. Jim was set up. He didn't kill Chris.
May I ask you a question? How can you be so sure he's innocent?
Jim felt a certain way about Chris. A way I could never really understand. Certainly a way people in this town were not willing to tolerate.
Excuse me, ma'am, could you tell me where Birch Drive is?
You get the hell out of here, mister. This is my place. You got that? My place alone.
I don't entertain guests no more, so you keep moving, mister.
Okay. Just want to tell you how nice your flowers were.
You really like them? No lie.
No lie.
Tom! Tom! I planted them from one neighbor, just little baby flower seeds. See, and then they grow up to these beautiful yellow color.
They're all yellow.
Because they're the only ones I like, that's why.
Okay, bye-bye. Birch Drive?
There.
You say your name was?
Sadie.
Jesus, Frank, you startled me.
Oh, I parked down below. I thought you would have hurt me. I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Never better.
Jesus.
Who did this?
I don't know. Kids, probably. But hell, it could have been anybody. It got pretty bad around here.
What did? The prejudice against him?
Yeah, that. But the fear. See, nothing, in a town like this, nothing spreads faster than fear. The way they saw it, devils were among us.
Hey, you ever coming to bed?
So,
What the hell you doing, Peter?
one drink isn't going to kill me, Heather.
You gonna have one cigarette, too?
No, I'm not going to have a cigarette. Have you heard anything about a man being murdered in town?
No. Why?
I spoke to this woman today. She said her son was being accused of murder.
You have that look in your eye.
What look?
That look you get when you smell a story.
No. Curious, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen.
Please come to bed. Let's take that heart of yours out for a test.
Beg me.
Please. Pretty please. Sugar.
Hey, Jerry, how's it going?
Fine, Peter, just fine. Drop by later for some homemade bread.
I would love to.
Hey,
I have a whole barrel full of respect for you, Mr. Crane. I remember once reading something you wrote on serial killers in America. But I gotta tell you, compared to what you've seen, the Norton case is like watching paint dry. It's so boring.
It's okay. Bore me.
You ask me, I gotta tell you, there's no defense here. I begged Jim to take a plea bargain. Begged him, but I'm gonna do my best. Jacob McIntyre always does his best.
I'd love to get in and talk with your client. That's not a problem, is it?
There he is.
Jim, I'm Peter Crane.
Peter Crane?
Mm-hmm. I'm a journalist from New York.
I know who you are.
I've allowed this interview, Jim. You can go ahead and answer whatever you want to.
Sheriff, would you be kind enough to remove the bracelets? So, what happened?
Gay man kills lover in repressed New England village. It's got a real front page ring to it, Mr. Crane.
It does. Is it the truth?
The truth is, I'm a dead man. So no matter what you write, they're gonna hang me from the nearest oak tree.
Now, why would you think that anybody would want to kill you?
You're in the country now, boy. Party's over.
Jimmy's just trying to help you.
I'm only sitting here because your mother asked me to.
My mother?
She thinks you're innocent. Is she wrong?
Okay. What do you want to know?
Where were you when he was murdered?
I was at home. We had a fight. I went home, I got drunk, I passed out. I was at home, I swear.
It's a start.
I just got a call from McIntyre. He said you were over at the sheriff's office seeing Jim Norton.
Boy, news really does travel fast in a small town, doesn't it?
What are you going to do? You're going to do a piece on Jim? What for? The time, life?
Oh, I think you're jumping the gun, Frank. I haven't decided to do anything yet. Actually, I am curious about how you guys covered the story in your paper. Since I've been here, I don't recall seeing one article on the Norton case, not one.
Let me explain something to you. The people in this town don't like that kind of exposure. In fact, they don't want any kind of exposure at all to the outside world.
I've got a tiny little proposition for you. How would you like to help me out? Come on, you know everybody in town, and, look, I don't care. I wanted to give you the opportunity to work with a Pulitzer Prize winner, that's all.
Oh, you are bad, man. Well, if I help you out, it's going to have to be very covert. I mean, otherwise I'll jeopardize my, what's it called, journalistic objectivity if the people here know about it.
Covert it is.
Meet the victim. Used to be Chris Macon.
Cheers.
Well, they have a murder weapon, a shovel, with Jim Norton's fingerprints all over it, naturally. They have a cleaning woman down at the bank who claims to have heard them having a fight that afternoon he was killed. And they have some guy who swears he saw Jim Norton driving his red pickup truck out of the lake area that afternoon. It ain't pretty.
Jim admits that he had a fight with Chris that day at the bank. But then he says he went home alone, got drunk, passed out. And next thing he knew, he woke up in the morning. Sheriff was standing over his bed with a search warrant in his hand.
Oh, I better go. Keep an eye on these photos now. And, listen, my editor is doing a front-page story on you tomorrow.
Friendly, I hope.
I wouldn't count on it.
I'm so tired.
That's the whole point. We've got to be up before the fish. Otherwise, we can't catch them.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just, I think we're a little lost.
Look.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mr. Crane, what are you doing up here?
Fishing. Got a little lost.
It's dead, and that's a fact.
That deer was really beautiful.
Oh, all God's creatures are beautiful, son. Some just make better eating.
Watch your back, boy. Good, Lisa. Good, baby.
Zach, that essay was a disgrace. With a journalist as a father, one would think he would have some mastery of the English language. You'll stay after school and rewrite it. Properly.
What's going on?
Honey, people are getting upset about Peter looking into the Morton case.
I can't believe your husband is taking that man's side.
He's just trying to help.
Who's he helping?
Melanie.
Just go. We'll talk later.
All done. Even though the other essay was just as good.
I suggest you get out of here before I drag you into the principal's office.
Unbutton his shirt. I believe that Hey, come on. It's okay. Hey, come here. Oh, shit. Hold on. You're bleeding. Yeah, that's blood. How's that feel, you fairy-loving fuck?
Zach?
What's the matter, Zach?
Dad, leave me alone.
What's wrong?
Dad, please. Just get out of here.
Peter? Peter? I think I heard somebody outside.
Stay here with Zach.
Zach? I don't fucking believe this.
The fuck do you mean there's nothing you can do?
I didn't say nothing, Mr. Crane. I said it was probably just some kids. Nothing but a prank.
A prank? This is a goddamn prank? This is what they did to my son, a prank too?
Folks around here aren't too happy with what you're doing with that man.
Oh, really? Well, fuck you and fuck your folks.
Somebody was just letting off some
Letting
steam.
go of steam? Bullshit. Letting go. I'll tell you what's. Somebody is scared. That's what's happening around here. Somebody is afraid that I might find out something, right?
Come on!
Right, Sarah?
Not gonna do anything, obviously.
What I do here is not unlike a dating service. I get a feeling from the applicant, and then I do my very best to match him or her up with the weapon I feel they are most compatible with.
Well, I'm looking for something very simple.
Yeah, well, we all want something simple at first, now don't we? Shy, demure, faithful. But then our heart starts to wander, my friend, searching for mystery, for danger, for that fire that comes from a passion so forbidden it drives us insane. Are you going hunting?
No. No, I'm getting it in case someone else decides to.
Self-protection. My favorite? This is the Baxter Model 720 12 gauge. Oh, it will stop a rhino at 50 paces. Oh, yes, indeedy.
Look, I have to be honest with you. I'm not very familiar with these weapons. Is it difficult to learn how to use?
No. Yeah. You just aim. Pull the trigger, then there is a loud booming sound, followed by a hole in whatever it is you were aiming at. It's you.
When we first got here, our welcome was just unbelievable. Everybody was so nice. Chris and I are, we were computer programmers. We had our own business, and then we got this really great offer to computerize the Saugatuck bank system.
I always wanted to live in the country, so we moved here.
You know what was really funny? Nobody seemed to know that we were a couple. You know, no one. Until one day, these kids came up to the house.
They were selling candy. I guess they were raising money for the church. They peeked in the front window.
We were watching TV, and I guess I must have had my head resting on Chris's shoulder. They were only just little kids, you know that? I mean, they weren't much more than 8 or 9. But they must have spun a hell of a tale, because the next day everything was different. Nobody would talk to us.
Mothers shooed their children to the side when we walked down the street.
I couldn't take it. You know, I wanted to just go, leave. Of course, Chris and I, we started fighting. He wanted to finish the job. He was convinced that the whole thing would just blow over. He was wrong.
I am truly sorry, Mr. Crane, but that's it for today. Sheriff Cobb?
Jim, listen to me. I believe you. Okay. If there's anything you need,
I thought I was alone in all of this. But thank you.
It's an interesting ring.
Yeah. Chris had one just like it. We got him in Ireland last summer. The thing is, I can't get it off.
There's a Mr. Crane to see you, Reverend.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's the formaldehyde. I apologize. You'll get used to it.
It's an interesting hobby.
Oh, it's more than a hobby. My father was a hunter, as was his father before him, and so on. All the way back. I strongly believe in keeping up the ritual. It's a tradition, like religion in a way. If they die, we're all lost.
Is what happened to my son tradition as well?
No. That was most unfortunate. Children can be very cruel. I'm so sorry that happened, but you'll have to understand. We're simple people here. It takes a while to adjust to anything new. New ideas, new faces.
I see. So if someone new comes to town who doesn't fit in, who disrupts the precious balance of things, you terrorize them?
Of course not.
I was just over at the jail talking to Jim Norton. He told me that the folks around here weren't too crazy about them being gay.
I always try so hard to counsel folks on tolerance, but sometimes they're just dead set in their ways.
Was there anyone that was particularly upset about this? Because I'll tell you, Reverend, the person who left that present for me last night is probably capable of a lot worse.
If what you're saying is that someone in my parish killed Chris Macon, I'd say you're a desperate man, Mr. Crane.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But I am curious what you thought about them. Chris and Jim.
Personally? Oh, I had nothing against them at all. But I am a man of God, and dear God, their souls were surely damned.
Hello? What?
Damn shame. Hung himself with his belt.
His belt?
First thing in the morning, state-assigned coroner's coming up, and he'll write out a report.
I don't give a fuck about a report. The Fed should be put in on this.
There was no foul play, Mr. Crane.
No? You want to explain to me what a prisoner is doing with a belt?
That was my fault. He was going to court in the morning. He said he wanted to look his best.
Oh, really?
I gave him the belt.
Yeah, you gave it to him, all right. You gave it to him. That man did not hang himself, Sheriff. Hello?
Mr. Crane, it's Sarah Norton, Jim's mother.
Miss Norton, I'm very sorry about Jim.
He was killed, wasn't he?
I don't know.
You know, Mr. Crane. You know.
But you're supposed to be writing an article? What happened to that?
I don't know. I guess it's a little premature. I'm up here to relax. I think I'm just going to take it easy for a while.
I couldn't agree with you more.
This is my country, the land that begat me. Those windy slopes are surely my own. And those who toil here in the sweat of their faces are flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone. Alexander Gray wrote that about Scotland many, many years ago. He might just as well have been talking about Saugatuck. Our town was founded by 8 Scottish families, people of God who, when they got here, battled all odds, brutal winters, starvation, savage Indian attacks. But when all was said and done, they taught themselves how to keep warm, how to hunt, how to fight and kill the Indians who dared to threaten their peaceful town. They survived. It's important to know what our ancestors were up against to understand why we're so protective of each other.
What about Chris and Jim? Who protected them?
Oh, Mr. Crane, don't judge our flock on some misguided suspicion. We're not bad people. We're just proud. Come on, let's have a drink.
Heather would kill me if she didn't want to.
Oh, nonsense. A little alcohol's good for the ticker. Cleans out the tubes, man.
I've got the cleanest fucking tubes on the East Coast.
Reverend! Will you no come back again?
Oh. Bonnie Charlie's now a war. Bonnie Charlie's now a war. Safely o'er the friendly main, many a heart will break in twain. Should he ne'er come back again, will he no come back again? Will he no come back again? Better loved ye cannot be. Will he no come back again?
If you could excuse me, I gotta pee.
One more pint, McCabe.
Sure thing, Sam.
Hey there, Peter.
Hey there, Sam.
You know, I think you ought to go hunting sometime with me and some of the men. We'd have a hell of a good time.
Really? Why's that?
It's the best sport there is. It's that fresh, crisp air early in the morning, stalking of the deer, and then rush. That thrill of the kill. There's nothing else like it.
I'll tell you, Sam, I think my idea of sports is a little different than yours. I like sports when you don't know which side is going to win. You know, 2 teams evenly matched. But I must say it was impressive. You and those guys. You reminded me of the Marines. Your fatigues, those AK-47s. Next time, you might want to take a missile launcher. Or even better, how about a small thermonuclear device? Then you can bomb the entire forest and kill all the deer at once. Talk about your barbecues.
You know, you better watch that thumper of yours.
Take it easy. We're all a little bit out of sorts tonight.
Someone killed Chris Macon and Jim Norton. And I got news for you all. Hunting season is over.
Hey, Peter. Let's say we get out of here, huh?
Your father went out drinking with Frank last night.
So, you gonna lay in Dad when we get home?
Nah, I think he's gotten the message already. Mom!
What is he doing?
I don't know!
You positive?
Don't you think I'd tell you if I recognize somebody?
Sure.
Dad, I really want you to come back with us.
I'm gonna be fine, honey. Come here.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, sweetheart. Get in the car. Come on.
I wish you'd quit being so fucking stubborn.
I'm gonna call your sister, tell her you'll be back in the apartment by tonight.
I don't want to leave you here.
You'll be fine. Drive safely. I love you. I'll call you later.
And so, let us always remember and always be thankful that we are not ever alone. God speaks to us, supports us, and guides us through the wisdom and love of our neighbors. He has given us the gift of each other.
And that's a fact.
Therefore, in this little town of ours, we are special. We sit and watch as the world falls down around us. In a godless country, crime, disease, drugs, we are the last bastion of moral decency. We are indeed blessed. And that is a fact.
You and your flock are a lot of things, Reverend, but blessed isn't one of them.
Mr. Crane, I am in the middle of my sermon.
Well, it's a perfect time for confession then, isn't it? I want to know which one of you did it. Which one of you terrorized my wife and my kid?
haven't got the guts to say you hate me right to my face. I went and watched. No time for talk. Come on, Pete, right? Did you smash the windshield? Just stop it!
I really think you overreacted, Peter.
The last thing in the world I care about is what you think, Joe.
I just posted bail for my friend here. Come on, Peter, I'll take you home.
It's a little bit before 6. Listen, Dad didn't call last night. I've tried to reach him, but the phone lines are down. I'm going back up to Saugatuck.
Mom, no.
Zach, it's not up for discussion. Gonna be okay with Aunt Julie?
Yeah. Just don't be gone too long.
Oh, listen, I've got to take these pictures back to the office before they discover they're missing.
Frank, I want to show you something. Look at that.
What am I looking for?
Look above Chris's head.
It looks like a leaf or something.
That's a flower, a yellow flower.
Yeah? So what?
There's only one place you can find a flower like that up here in the mountains. Sadie's. Sadie? Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ. Stinks in here, doesn't it? God, look at this.
This is my place. My place, my special things. Special things. No, get out of here. You can't see them. You can't have them. Get out of here.
Sadie?
Get out.
Sadie?
Get out.
Sadie?
Special things. Special.
Sadie, take it easy. Sadie? Sadie, we're not here to hurt you. Sadie, you remember me, don't you? Nice flowers, the yellow flowers, right? It's a very pretty picture.
Me.
Is that you?
Pretty hair. Then.
Is that a special box?
Yes.
Old newspaper articles. Frank.
Yeah?
It's from 1850.
Really?
Black family missing in northern Maine. 5 Chinese railroad workers missing. What made these people special?
They were bad. Very bad. Very bad.
What happened to them?
They got lost.
Who's in the picture with you?
Little boy, he keeps the animals alive, just like Daddy.
Keeps the animals alive forever. Is that the Reverend Carlyle?
He was my brother.
Oh, okay, let's have a reality check here, you guys, shall we? Now, come on, say
What are you doing in my place? In or out? In or out? What are you doing in my place?
Where'd you get that ring?
Ah, no.
It's a very pretty ring, Sadie. Chip Norton has a ring like this. He said he gave one to Chris. Chris had one just like it. Sadie. Sadie? That's Chris Macon's ring. Chris Macon, the man who was killed in the woods. That's his ring, isn't it?
He was just lying there dead. He didn't need it.
Sadie, did you hurt him?
No, God, no.
She's crazy. She's fucking crazy.
No, not crazy. I seen what I saw.
Okay, Sadie. Sadie, what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
What they done to me? What they done to me?
Who did that, Sadie? Who did that to you? Sadie? Sadie, who killed Chris Macon?
I seen it. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
What they done to me?
Toby? That's a fact. Toby? The Reverend Carlyle?
No, no, she's a clinically insane woman, for God's sake. I mean, not going to pay any attention to her. Come on, now. No, let's get out of here. Come on.
It was Reverend Carlyle, wasn't it? This makes perfect sense, Frank. Carlyle wanted to keep this town right, didn't he? He wanted to keep it exactly the same.
Yes, he did. No, I am not. He wanted to keep it just the same. It was Toby. If it wasn't Carlyle, who was... Sadie! Who was it?
No, I said no! All of them! The town council was all there. The house selling lady. Mr. Lawman. The handyman. Honorable Mayor Dunbar. The teacher lady. The barman. The lawyer. And then my brother.
Come on. You can't believe her. Come on, let's go.
No, they done this to me so I wouldn't tell what they done to the bad people. So I wouldn't tell what my brother done to me about my baby that was born funny.
What the hell is she talking about? Come on.
She's talking about...
Yes, go. My brother's closet. Church, go.
Peter, I'm sorry, you know. You left me no choice. I live here. This is my town now. My wife's family and the other 7. They've kept this place clean, pure, decontaminated, no pollutants for 200 years. You can't just walk in here and with your Pulitzer Prize and end it all.
Frank, put the gun down.
I mean, it's a sick world out there. You can't let any of it in, none of it. I mean, we are Americans, and we have the right to protect what's ours, no matter what's the cost.
Think what you're doing now, Frank.
You've been trying to dig up skeletons. Well, traditions are based on skeletons, by God. Every town has them.
Frank, put the fucking gun down.
Skeletons belong in the closet, Peter. And that's where I'm going to put you. I'm sorry.
What have I done?
I think you just saved my life. What a fucking nightmare. God, I wish I had a cigarette.
What the hell's going on?
The town council killed Miss Megan. And I guarantee they killed Jim as well.
All of them?
All of them.
Hurry and get to the highway.
Oh, no, we're not leaving yet.
Peter, what the fuck are you talking about?
Going to church.
Why hasn't this got him mounted? It's just a closet. Come on.
There we go.
Goes on forever.
Miss Norton, I'm very sorry about Jim.
He was killed, wasn't he? You know, Mr. Crane. You know.
It's all right, Joe. It's all right. We know what to do.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Jesus. It's like they're ready for a fucking war.
Let's get out of here before we start.
Don't shoot. Thank God I got here before anybody else did. Come with me, I'll hide you.
Back off, Draco.
No. I'm on your side. I want to help. See, the trial was fixed. Jim would have been found guilty no matter what. They were going to make me lose. Listen to me. I never liked being on the council. I just had to. It's the way it's always been for my family, like it or not. See? No guns. Now, come on. They're going to be here any second.
Back off, Jake.
Look, folks. You got no other choice. Trust me. You're lucky I got here first. Talk about this. Been running like jackrabbits. You can't hide from an AK-47 that's been blessed by the Lord.
Sound like you're a little out of breath there. Heart beating a little too fast for comfort. Yeah. You haven't got the nerve.
Mr. Crane? You cannot interfere with the way of things. Peter! You hear me? No one can.
We have enough supplies down here for a year.
Just don't get it. You just don't understand that what we have here is a community with morals and standards which must be upheld. The Lord hears us in our cries against iniquity. Vindicate me, O God. Plead my cause against an ungodly nation and rescue me from deceitful and wicked men. But Lord, if you're too busy, we'll lend you a helping hand.
We heard the bells, Reverend.
Come in, Jerry. Come in, all of you. Come in, children.
What the hell are we gonna do?
What you've done here, what you've been doing here for 200 years, all this hate, this fear, has nothing to do with God.
We have a great journalist amongst us, a great seeker of truth. Let's hear the wisdom which I am certain will pour from his lips like honey.
He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness evermore. Whoever hateth his brother is a murderer. And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life. 1 John 2:9, 3:15. He that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, who he hath not seen?
That's very impressive. Eloquent, even. But I'm afraid you still don't get it, do you?
see, I have a responsibility to protect my flock. It's my responsibility to make sure that I give them the same kind of world that my great-grandfather built for them, the same kind of world that they deserve.
With all its hypocrisy and its moral certitude, your flock that allowed this to go on, who said nothing, did nothing, silent witnesses to this tragedy that's been playing out for 2 centuries. The people who were killed, what did they do? Their only crime was they weren't you.
Now, it's quite simple, really. We do what we do because that's just the way it is around these parts. Take a look.
Okay, you want us dead? Why don't you do it yourselves? No, you've been watching long enough. Go ahead, prove that your hatred is as deep as theirs.
Please, we have a son. Surely you can understand that.
Go ahead. It's hard to be the ones actually doing the killing, isn't it?
Fought the good fight and I have finished my course. Amen.
Peter.
Take your lady and go now. This is our mess. We'll clean it up.
Sometimes when I'm sitting in my apartment with my family, I think of a quote I heard somewhere. It's better to be hated for what you are than loved for what you are not.
Wow, what an interesting blend of genres that was. It started out as a psychological thriller, then it morphed into a murder mystery, and finally ended as a cult horror movie. You don't see that too often nowadays, and there was definitely a lot happening beneath the surface. So the story kicks off with Peter Crane, an investigative reporter played by Ron Silver, who moves into a small town in Maine in search of a more peaceful life for him and his family. But soon he stumbles upon a murder case where a local man is accused of killing his gay lover. It all sounds fairly straightforward, but what casts this movie apart from others is that it went deeper into themes of religious fanaticism and extreme prejudice. And that is where it really sucks you in. At first you think it's just another generic whodunit, but Skeleton slowly exposes the town's hidden layers. Peter's investigation not only uncovers intolerance, but a community under the grip of strict moral policing. Christopher Plummer and James Coburn deliver nuanced portrayals of townsfolk who, on the surface, seem pretty harmless, almost welcoming, but later reveal their deeply ingrained hatred. Their characters are so steeped in this twisted sense of morality that they see murder as almost a cleansing act, which adds a whole other level of tension to the plot. What really made Skeleton stand out for me was how it examined the oppressive nature of theocracy, almost trapping Peter in a moral dilemma of his own. You begin to question whether his relentless pursuit of the truth was worth risking the lives of his family. I found the story to be tense, almost unnerving at times, but to be totally honest, I think it lost a lot of momentum in the second half. The plot twists came thick and fast, and the ending felt completely rushed. I thought the cast were as good as I expected them to be given the talent involved, and the atmosphere was quite eerie. But sadly, it all fell apart in the end, which is really disappointing. I was left with far too many questions than answers, which is why I can only give the movie a final rating of 3 stars. With a more polished script, it could have been an absolute masterpiece, but alas, it wasn't to be. Please share your opinions in the comment section below, and be sure to have a safe and spooky Halloween. This is Holy Critic, signing out.